got scammed out of $10,000 by a fake contractor. How can I legally fuck him over? All right, y'all, I need some serious advice here. My name is Zbigniew, but you can call me Z. Last year, I finally saved up enough to remodel my kitchen. I was super excited to turn it into my dream space. I mean, I watch all those HGTV shows, and it was finally my turn to have a Pinterest-worthy kitchen. So I started looking for a contractor. That's when I met this guy, Tadius. He seemed legit, had a slick website with rave reviews, and his portfolio looked amazing. We met up, and he was charismatic as hell. Plus, he came highly recommended by some mutual acquaintances. Tadius talked a good game, saying all the right things. He promised to handle everything from the permits to the finishing touches. He quoted me $10,000, which was my entire budget, but he assured me it was all inclusive. Foolishly, I trusted him. We signed a contract, and I handed over a $5,000 deposit to get started. At first, things seemed fine. Tadius's crew showed up, demoed my old kitchen, and everything seemed on track. But then, the red flags started popping up. First, they stopped showing up on time. Then, they didn't show up at all. I called Tadius, and he always had some excuse. His crew got sick, a family emergency, the supplier screwed up, you name it. Weeks turned into months, and my kitchen was a disaster zone. I was cooking on a hot plate in my living room, for fuck's sake. Every time I called Tadius, he reassured me, saying things like, "Don't worry, Z, we'll get it done. Just be patient." But my patience was running thin. One day, I decided to visit the address listed on his business card. It was a goddamn UPS store. That's when it hit me. I was being scammed. I called Tadius one last time, and to my surprise, he picked up. I told him I knew he was full of shit and demanded my money back. He played dumb, insisting everything was fine, and the project was just delayed. I wasn't buying it. I told him I'd report him to the authorities. That's when he snapped. He said, "Good luck proving anything, Z. You signed a contract. You have no idea who you're messing with." Then he hung up. I was fuming. I gathered all the paperwork and went to the police, but they told me it was a civil matter. I was so pissed. How could this guy get away with this? I needed to find a way to fuck him over legally. I decided to take matters into my own hands. I started by posting on social media, warning others about Tadius. The response was overwhelming. Turns out I wasn't his only victim. Other people shared their stories, and we formed a group. We decided to pool our resources and hire a lawyer to go after him. We documented everything: emails, text messages, the shitty contract, photos of the shoddy work. Our lawyer, a tough-as-nails woman named Wanda, was confident we had a case. She filed a lawsuit against Tadius for fraud and breach of contract. Meanwhile, I kept spreading the word. I made flyers with Tadius's face and posted them around town. I even went to local news stations, and one of them picked up the story. It was a small victory, but it felt good to fight back. The lawsuit dragged on for months, but Wanda was relentless. Tadius tried to dodge every court appearance, but eventually he had to face the music. In the end, the judge ruled in our favor. Tadius was ordered to pay back all the money he scammed from us, plus damages. Getting the money wasn't easy. We had to garnish his wages and put liens on his assets. But eventually, I got my $10,000 back. It was a long, exhausting battle, but it was worth it to see that asshole brought to justice. My kitchen is finally finished, and every time I cook in it, I remember the hell Tadius put me through. But I also remember the community that rallied around me and the satisfaction of taking down a scammer. So, to anyone out there dealing with a similar situation, don't give up, fight back, and don't let these assholes get away with it.